watching Hex News. Give me $350,000 right now, or you're gonna not come to my thing. We are holding this crypto convention hostage till you give me $350,000. How's it going, everybody? How is it going? Oh boy, some craziness in the streets today.
Yeah. Weird.
Crazy.
Weird. You woke me up with some news today.
Well, I got woken up. My wife woke me up and was like, "Can you believe this?" And I was like, "What?"
You're like, kinda. I'm not surprised, I guess.
Watch this video. So if you're not in the know, guys, PulseCon looks like a sham job. It looks like you got bamboozled. You got taken. You got had. Yeah, real con. It's the. I mean, he put it right in the freaking in the name, guys. DollarCostCrypto will be coming and joining us here in a little bit. Once again, I am asking for your financial support. Exactly. So yeah, if you're not aware, this morning I woke up to a video from T Money or the Freedom TV guys that posted that they needed $350,000 for the PulseCon, pretty much to continue to help. And if they couldn't, hey, sorry, so they're pretty much holding the PulseCon convention hostage because they didn't, they didn't get enough money, which I understand. But this is why this is why we don't celebrate and like crazy, guys. We are not.
Yeah. You got to get in the end zone.
Yes. You fumbled it. You fumbled at the goal line, my friend.
No,
1 yard line.
Nobody around you.
Right. And I've heard other rumblings around where it's like some of the funds were misappropriated, if you will. To other places, and maybe they were used for other things. I don't know about that. I'm not confirmed nor deny any of those because I haven't. I'm not the one to do it.
It's the rumblings.
Let me see. Hold on. Oh my gosh, Jerry Oaksmith! Thank you for the $10.
Thanks, man.
Everyone is talking about the T Money Speedo Challenge. Yeah, so let's make it the T Money Speedo Challenge now instead of me.
He will get his Speedo Challenge out of you. Before the year is over.
Yeah, it will happen. But so yeah, T Money has he's come out. He's at least kind of put his name out there, or not his name, but he's came out and said, "Hey, guys, I did this, but
I'm depending on you for a cool little bit,
right?
A cool $250,000 and some change."
Hold on, I gotta give Dollar Cost the link. He needs it on $1. There he is.
Pretty cool. Pretty good stream yesterday. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say I was laughing. I went to go pick up my daughter from school, and I'm listening to the stream with my earbuds in, and I'm sitting there around all these other parents just laughing to myself.
Holy smokes, Bit Finesse, thank you for the $50. Boy,
thanks,
people
man.
Can be dumb. I wonder at what stage in human evolution we would learn that pooping on anthills is no bueno. Can you imagine how angry a division of ants would be after climbing up a mountain of poop before finally getting you? Yes, people are dumb. But hey, I think that really people just have mostly they're not thinking that they're going to get scammed. Guys, this is one of the reasons, by the way, I never bought any tickets to the thing. I never paid for anything. I wasn't planning on going until I was told that I was getting free airfare, free flight and everything else. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll go. But this is one reason why it's like conventions are dumb, guys. They're dumb. This is why if you're going to go to a meetup and you have the money for it, guys, that is the way to do it. We're going to have a meetup in February to hang out in Universal Studios and maybe Disney. And that's it. Like if you have enough money,
you make your own rewards.
Yes, not your keys, not your convention.
Yeah.
Geez, I mean, it's guys. This is why you just don't worry. One of the things now, it's like now I have to worry about getting a hotel because maybe my hotel's not covered. Maybe it's like this is why you just take control of your own stuff. Oh, look who it is. There he is.
What's up, man?
I can. There's a lot of reverb on this dollar DCC.
Okay, you mean take me out? Take me out for 1 second.
Oh, you're out. You're out. Get out of here. Yes.
Yeah, hopefully it's all a big misunderstanding, and we get it all just, and we get it all just, all ironed out.
Yeah, let's just iron it out. Yeah. So I'm confused about what's going on now. Well, like I said, Tarnwig, the PulseCon convention guys are wanting $350,000 to
it's not even
whatever.
It's not even like that's the end of it, right? Because it doesn't cover everything as far as
that. I don't know, but they're wanting $350,000 because they want the what's it called, the hotel, to finish paying for the hotel. I don't know how much. That's not. I don't think that includes some of the stuff that like the nightclub and stuff like that. I still will be going. So if you guys are planning on going, I mean, like I said, they already paid for my plane ticket. I will probably have to get my own hotel room. I'm gonna go to that the Power City nightclub thing or whatever. So I'm gonna go to the Masters, the golf thing. Like that's what I think that we should turn this into, where it's a good thing. It's not.
We'll
we don't want to. Yeah, we don't have to Pulse Connect. Yes. Don't be a con in the chat. Hit the like. Yes.
What's up?
Oh gosh. Yes. So I mean, guys, you're like, if you're gonna go, just go. If you have to pay for I get it. Don't spend any more money, and do not give that man any more money, guys. Do not give the little guy, the little man, any more money, please, for the love of everything, please. If he's there, are you ready? Are you ready, Dollar? Okay, there you go.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
There we go. That sounds a million times better. I hear myself about 1,000 times. So did you hear what was going on? We brought you on without knowing all of the craziness that's going on.
No, I didn't. I just been. I mean, today's the last day of the crypto mindset and stuff. So I just been teaching non-fucking stop, dude. I'm so sleepy.
Are you?
Nice.
Yeah.
Man.
I just set up the interview with Richard Hart and Jay Waller right now.
Earlier. Yeah. Well, yeah. I would have waited for him, but I don't
know. It's just ending right now, actually.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I told you 30 minutes, my dude.
Well, I was like, dude, I know Richard. He can talk for like 3 hours to these dudes. So I was like, yeah, I got.
The minute I heard he was hungover, I was like, oh no, they think it'll last long.
Oh, he was hungover.
Yeah. He's like, a blonde girl will do that to you, and I was like, yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. He's been on quite the tour.
Yeah.
It's
well,
so crazy.
because
I know
it's
crazy.
This guy.
And these are all people that I've seen. I was very familiar with. It's such a trip now to see Richard on all these things, and I know have such traction. You know what I mean?
I have to give credit. It's been me, Gary, and my buddy Rollo Tomasi that's been helping making all the moves to get people on Valuetainment, get them on Fresh and Fit, and all these other shows and stuff like that. So we've just been banging the drums and stuff, and we got some more stuff. I'm right now. I'm working on a interview with him with Andrew Tate right now.
Nice, man. That'll be
interesting. Hey, Jen Hex, thank you for the $20. I'm going for the people, not the event anyway. See you there. So I guess more time to drink by the pool now. Jen Hex, thank you for the $20. So if you want to hear the real scuttlebutt running around the Hex community, DollarCostCrypto, it's so were you going to PulseCon?
I'm speaking at PulseCon.
Well, no, you're not actually, because it's not happening.
No, really? What do you mean?
I can't believe you're breaking this to him.
Oh,
right
yeah,
I've been out of the loop for the last month, dude. I've been out of
just
it.
You wait.
Here's some breaking news. Live reaction. Live reaction. So T Money, the little short little white-haired fella. He came on Twitter this morning and said, hey, we're going to need $350,000 to continue this thing, or we're not going to be able to pull off PulseChain PulseCon because of whatever reasoning. And turns out, ticket sales probably aren't the best. Some other things. I don't know if you heard about the whole Nardo thing where Nardo wasn't given his money. It's just probably the wrong guy to be giving your money to is what it.
A lot of
it
negative attention.
Yeah, a lot of bad things happen. So it doesn't look like anybody's even going to get any money back from their from their deposits. Like if you bought a ticket,
They
I
called
don't
it a
think you're
deposit.
probably, yeah,
Damn.
and it said on the website, no refunds. So yeah, it's kind of sucks for everybody, but you know, there's still going to be like the Pulse Masters and stuff like that. So I'm still going to Vegas. Hopefully I'll see you there.
I'm going anyway, so I'll be there. So don't worry.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I mean, we paid for 2 parties already.
Yeah.
So it's the parties must continue on. Shout out to Nagabo. But
yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, not even Nagabo said that but I think that everybody is planning on going. So I don't.
Right.
Just because the convention is happening, which I think is, if I'm being honest, like I've said before, conventions are pretty lame at this stage of where we're at. Like you can see us all right here on YouTube, guys. You don't need to see
Except
me in
when I
real
do a
life and
convention,
be on a stage.
Hexologist, keynote speaker.
Right, but it's like, dude, you can see me on the internet, and I'm not going to tell you
live.
anything else. Yeah, that's true. You might get
in person.
But yeah, so meetups are the way to go. No, it's not going to cost you $1 to come to a meetup where it's like, hey, let's meet up at Dairy Queen parking lot as Hexkins. You know, that's what you should be. But yeah, sorry to burst your convention bubble.
No, it's because I've met him in person a couple times. He's always seemed like a cool dude. He's always been really cool to me.
Yeah.
And I've met his brother and stuff like that. And
Luis.
Yeah, man. So I mean, damn, you know, that sucks. Fuck.
Yeah, it sucks for those guys. Okay, let's see. So we wanted to get you on here because, man, you've been doing the rounds with Richard. You've been hanging out with Richard. You've been
plus you've been
doing
around
all
forever,
the
man. I remember you back when you're in the Moses days. I feel like when I first started listening to Hex, you know what I mean. I still refer to you as that when we talk because I'm like.
Yeah.
That's how I knew you.
Black Coin Moses.
You know what I mean?
Like, yeah.
Dogecoin Muhammad, DollarCostCrypto. I mean, I got a lot of names, man. Hex Jesus.
You've been everywhere, man.
Yeah, he's gotten around.
Though. But that's the thing. That's how
we
had.
I think it was my second stream with anybody. No, well, my third, because I think my first one was like Richard. Second one, it was you were up there, like number 2 or 3. I can't remember.
The number just keeps going back, man. So you're third. No, wait, no, fifth. Wait. I think
I know that my first one was with Richard, and my second one was John McAfee, because those I'm always like, geez, dude, I freaking talked to some legends. The first 2 of them. But I think you were my third or fourth because Crypto Coffee and you. Yep. I don't know which one.
I think Coffee got it first, though, if I remember.
First,
correctly.
Okay. Yeah, but it was early. We talked. We were sitting there giggle, and then DollarCostCrypto is the first one that got my channel banned.
No.
It was after our stream, dude. Remember?
The giggle stream we did.
Yeah, we were like, dude, we were giggling the whole time. What are you talking about? We just giggled the whole time, and I got banned. What are you talking about? So they banned me for a couple days. And then they'll let me back on. And then
wait for giggling.
We had no idea.
Me and him were just on a stream together. All we were doing is just laughing at dumb jokes and like nothing bad. It was just we were just having the ball, we're just having a ball. That's it.
They're like, this is unacceptable.
Yeah, and then he's like, they smited us off the like.
Yeah. Maybe they just deleted. I think they deleted the stream. Like they didn't delete my channel. They didn't give me anything. They just deleted the stream. It was crazy. Dixon Piper, thank you for the $20. Hexo, you got a squad for the golf tournament? No, I'm just going there to watch you guys at this point. I'm not a golfer. I golfed one time, really trashed in Okinawa. That was the one.
Yeah, we golfed in Okinawa once. We're not golfer people.
You guys. I'll watch you guys though, and I'll sit there and talk to you. But I'm not gonna be like,
we're gonna get everybody. Some fun stuff.
I need to putt. Everybody be quiet. Well, I'll just be hanging out, guys. Let's see. So yeah, I mean, DollarCostCrypto, you've been around for many moon. You got in day 1, correct?
Day 1.
You were day one.
Sir.
Were you a FOMO day 1?
Oh, I was a FOMO. No, I FOMO'd, but I caught myself and let's see, what was I gonna do? I was gonna do 14 Ethereum on day 1, and then I was like, that's a little bit much. Let me do 6.
Yeah.
I probably regret that because those 5 extra Ethereum were, oh my god, that would have been some ducats today, man.
Yeah.
Jesus
Christ.
I know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So he's everybody in the chat, if you're not, you probably know who he is at this point. But if you don't know,
you've seen him somewhere.
He's a day 1 guy. He's been around the block. He's been on he used to do the Discourse Syndicate a lot. We used to He's one of the founders. He was one of the founders, and DollarCostCrypto has put out a lot of freaking information. He does his own course, Crypto Mindset, right? And you teach people about what do you guys do on that?
So basically, it's a crypto course where we take people who don't know. I mean, we take people from intermediate, advanced, or beginner, and just take them basically to the next level. For someone who doesn't know what they're doing in crypto, we take them basically from A to Z to like knowing how to like, use DeFi, get into Hex, stake, ladders, everything. We damn near teach about like 14 hours straight content just on Hex, PulseChain, and all the ecosystem tokens. And I've now had to add a curriculum of shitcoin tokens on PulseChain. I've had to now. Like I've got like I cannot stop. Like the amount of people asking me, Miguel, what about this coin? What about that coin? So I'm going to do a webinar in maybe 2 weeks about all the shitcoinery that's going to happen on PulseChain.
Oh, dude, people don't realize. People, I talked to Richard about it because he was having to ban people from the regular Pulse chat. Where it was like, they wanted to talk about whatever coins they wanted. And he's like, I'm just going to have to make a Telegram group for all of the coins that are going to be, on PulseCon. But he's like, the whores in that place is going to be crazy. He's like, right, the whores, it's going to be a nightmare, bro. It's going to be Rugful City. It's going to be crazy, guys. The first couple of months, or even for a while, I think,
a couple of years, yeah.
Let me give you the most OG reason for altcoins, okay? This is the truth, okay? Okay, the reason altcoins were invented was a way for you to gamble in order to make more Bitcoin. That was the original reason for it. This time around for us, it's to take these richer heart coins away from your hands. That's what they're going to be there for. People are making coins or printing coins out of thin air, meme coins or whatever the hell it is. Some meme coins will make it. Most of them will not. And what's going to happen is you're going to make the founders of those coins very wealthy, as well as the early friends of those coins very wealthy. And they're going to walk away with all your PulseX, PulseChain, Hex, PHEX, all of it.
Yep.
You're going to be just sad. And you're going to be very sad.
It's a good way to gamble. If you're gambling, and it gets all these degen guys. Because not only that, but they've been holding for a year. So they're all like holding, they've been waiting. They sacrificed a year ago, and they're like, give me that, give me that, give me that dose, give me that dose. What does it do? It's like I don't know. It's gonna be rough for the first couple of months because there's gonna be lots of wealth being had and a lot of wealth being just blown away on stupid stuff.
And I'm a shitcoin connoisseur. Okay, I'm a shitcoin connoisseur, but I am not liking 95% of what I'm seeing. In the space right now, dude. Like even right now, I can't imagine when everything launches, man.
Wait, you're not a P Zen guy? You're not a Pulse Zen guy?
What's that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, is that what I think it is? Wait, Conrad? Oh, no. I heard about that one.
I forgot about Conrad. I was like, wait,
you gotta look into that.
Oh, Conrad. Yeah, I heard about that, man. Damn, that's sad, man.
Oh,
but, hey.
Well, that's what you get for buying a token from a boomer.
Conrad too.
Like, dude, he's like, hey guys, get my token. I don't know how to read any of the code, but sure, get into it.
He reminds me of Creed from The Office.
Yeah, it was a Safe Moon copy. It was a copy of a copy. So David Feder puts it. He like read the code and everything, and it was like it still had developer notes into it where things needed to be fixed and everything.
Damn.
And it showed. I was like, oh, okay, you just copied it. So correct. Yeah, I mean, guys, and that's not going to be nothing. Like that's nothing compared to what we'll probably see. At least he hasn't rug pulled or anything crazy like that. That's nothing. But so that's why everybody's got to be on their guard and really, it's got to be something good, guys. If you're going to be putting your money into it,
you have a less chance of getting rugged if the person who's running the project is public. That's at the very least. If you're going to get into some shitcoin, which I recommend you don't, but if you do, at least if you want the team to be pretty much all public, because then there's more of there's a less chance that you're going to get kind of rugged, or at least as fast, because there's reputational risks, which in this time of social media and stuff like that, people care more about followers and people liking them than they do money or anything like that. Well, somewhat, but it's that sort of thing. So if you're getting into a coin where the entire team is like, you don't even know who's on the team, like it's like, you might as well be, you're like, bro, it's called Ponzi. It's called Ponzi coin, bro. Like, come on. You knew that.
Come on,
like,
get in. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, what are your? So you hung out with Richard. You guys went to the club. You guys went to hung out and everything. Your guys,
Multiple times.
you did
Multiple
your stream.
times, sir.
Oh, it was multiple. Okay. So
Oh yeah, we
and
went a
then you
bunch of
guys.
times. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, multiple. Oh, okay.
multiple, huh? No.
Yeah. On the lips and everything.
Tongue. No. So you got, and then you went to the Fresh and Fit podcast. You know those guys. You go.
Oh
on
yeah,
there a lot.
they're buddies. Yeah, they're buddies of mine. I've known. Me and Charlie have known them since like 2019. They originally. So remember that video of like. Okay, this is gonna be hilarious. So you know that video of Charlie and John who said like Hex is a scam.
Yeah.
This and this.
Yes. Where they were hating on me, hexologist, the deemed hexologist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Fresh and so Myron, who's fit from Fresh and Fit and stuff, the taller guy basically, from the show and stuff like that, he came from John's community. He originally started in John's community in John's courses, and then he ended up making his own show. And then John and them ended up making a course together called Pandemic Pickup. Shout out to my boy. It was like a way to pick up chicks and shit and everything. It was really good, actually.
In the pandemic,
during the pandemic, they launched it right in the beginning of the the whole Android 19 thing.
Right. Yeah.
And it was called Pandemic Pickup and stuff like that. And then they were pretty much like doing all that stuff. And since MLD, me and Charlie were all friends, he's like, oh yeah, Myron wants to learn about Bitcoin. So he did a consultation with Myron early on, and Charlie got him into Bitcoin and Ethereum really early on. I'm talking about the lows, like $80. Right.
Yeah,
and he made
COVID dips. Yeah.
So we made him a bunch of money, and then from there we kind of cultivated the relationship there, and they made they kind of disappeared for a bit while they made the Fresh and Fit thing, and then they just exploded.
Wait, so Fresh and Fit isn't even that old? I thought it was like
2 years at most, I think.
Whoa, that's crazy! They have a huge following for only being 2 years old. That's
crazy.
Well,
they caught the wave. They're entertaining, and they're super smart guys. And dude, people don't give credit to them. Like they are hyper intelligent guys. Even though they make jokes and everything like that. Like, dude, Myron is sharp as a tack, man. God damn. And Fresh,
he's the Fed, or right?
He's the Fed guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, he used to be. Yeah, I think he works for the. Was it DEA? I think he worked for the DEA for a little bit.
Oh, really?
Homeland Security. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Homeland Security, I think, is what they said.
And Fresh Prince CEO, Fresh and stuff. He's like, he's a great guy. What he's really good at is, dude, his social skills outside the show is insane. Like a lot of the reason they got in a lot of guests is because of Fresh, because he's out in the clubs like every other night and stuff.
Yeah.
And doesn't drink or anything like that, and is just super observant, and like he gets phone numbers and gets connections and stuff, and that's how they've been able to just grow this thing into a massive behemoth.
Yeah, it's gotten big. It's gotten great, and it's fun. It's a fun podcast. Like I didn't watch the second one, the after hour one, because there's a bunch of
chicks. It's hard to listen to, but like
it's like I can't do that. I got enough girls in my house.
But they Frank Castle the girl while Richard was on. It was great.
Yeah. So we did the show with me, Gary, and Rich, right? Then we were in the background. They interviewed what's his name, George from Bigger Pockets. Right in between, right? And then while they're doing the Bigger Pockets, so it was just me, it was me, Rich. Who else was there? It was a couple other people and a professional football player. It was a couple of us in the background in the green room just chilling, and then some of the girls started walking in, and that girl who got kicked off the show, that one that was next to Rich.
Yeah.
She walked in and behind her was another chick. These two chicks walk right past us, and we're like, damn, something smells.
Dude, that was so funny when you said that.
Yo, I can attest. Yo, one of those girls, like we didn't know they both walked by together. We were like, we didn't know which one was it. We're like, what the fuck was that?
Oh my god.
My boy Rich dodged the bullet, man, because Rich was feeling her, bro.
I know. He was like looking at her like, yeah. Hey, Hex Monkey, thank you for the $20. DollarCostCrypto's warning is gold. Guard your Hex, Pulse, and Pulse X with diamond hands, especially with Pulse launches. Yeah, I mean, dude, it's a good analogy where, the gambling, it was to get more Bitcoin back in the day. Yeah, and now it's like, it's like they're trying to steal everybody.
I've talked to a lot of the guys from 2011, 13, because like you won't meet much people from 2010 or 9. They're gone.
Right.
You know, like
Yeah.
they're just
Yeah.
like they're retired basically.
Right.
But like I met a couple people from 2012 and 13 who actually were around back then. It was that everyone knew that. It was like, oh no, we're just gambling Bitcoin to get more Bitcoin. That's all
Right.
we're doing. That's what altcoins were. Until you got like Litecoin that kind of survived, but it was still shitty as fuck. And then it wasn't until Ethereum hit that it was like, oh, this alts can actually survive. Holy
Right.
crap. And then that's where the whole paradigm changed, basically.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's a pretty good analogy or look at it.
Actually, can I ask you a question?
Jim Rat.
Go ahead, Jim Rat. Go ahead with Jim Rat. Yeah.
Jim Rat, thank you for the $10. Full transparency.
Thanks,
I was in MLD groups. They were solid, and once dollar cost linked it up. It was Destiny. Now I think here, thank you to DollarCostCrypto. I was in John's first course. Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome. Even though he hated on me. Even though John hated
Dude, he'd probably tell you sorry today, dude.
No, I know. I hold no grudges. I thought it was just
mentioning it years later.
You're like, what about it?
Oh, thank you. And we got another 50. Hey, Ross, thank you for the $50. Hey,
Thanks,
Hexo,
man.
thank you for bringing the heat and facts with T-Money, aka no money. Dang, you said what we were all thinking. Well, thank you, Ross. Yeah, he's I don't want to get any kind of slander or libel charges on this one, but for sure, not charges, but
We've talked about it.
I don't want him to sue me
Let's
because he
just
has
say
no
that.
money. But
He ain't got
what
the
a
money.
group.
He ain't got the time.
Yeah. So thank you, Ross, for the $50, and thank you, Jim Rat. So what were you gonna ask me, Dollar Cuss? Sorry.
No, I was gonna ask like Hexplosive Artist. This is the first time I met you, man. What's your name and stuff? What you about?
Man, honestly, I got in Hexo. I was Hexo's first on board into Hex. I think I got in.
That was
like
worded
day
very
70
nicely, I want to say.
Yeah.
If you know
His
what he
first
means.
on
Yeah.
board. And then
No, we've
then,
been friends. We met each other in the Marines. So we've been
Yeah.
we've been friends
I've
since
known
we
him
were
for
in the
almost
Marines.
20
Since we were
years.
since we were 18, we've known each other. I got him into Hex. Yeah, right. And he's the man.
Yeah.
He's like we've been battle buddies kind of thing for.
Yeah. Once I got out of the Marines, I moved back to Colorado. I worked downtown for like 9 years, taking care of a building downtown Denver. And then over the course of the time, I got a gunsmithing degree. I was a tattoo apprentice. I went to art school. So I was kind of like a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? I couldn't really pin down exactly which direction I was going. So, but once I got into Hex, at the time I was selling like high-end sniper rifles to like gun shops or, police, military all over the place. So, like I said, I got in cost dollar averaged in from like day 70.
Okay, that's a good day. That's a good day. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. It worked out pretty crazy.
Great times.
It's weird, yeah. It's very weird. So now, I mean, my life's changed drastically, obviously, since then. So, just trying to get my art stuff going.
And you did meet him, Dollar Cost. We met him. In Vegas.
I did. I got to meet you at
Vegas the first
Freddie
time.
Quotes at Freddie Quotes' party.
Oh, okay.
But
and on Fremont Street, I think. And on Fremont Street.
But you couldn't see inside that hotel with all that smoke.
Yeah, with all this smoke.
Yo, dude. Yeah.
So you're probably shaking hands with people like I can't even see their face.
I've never taken more pictures ever. That was crazy. That was the first like Hex event I went to ever. Outside of maybe like that first meetup me and RG3 went to.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
With Yosh and everything. But damn, dude, I felt like a mini celebrity for the first time in my life.
It was a trip walking around with Hexo. You know what I mean? Because I've known him since we were 18. So now years later to see him, we're walking through the Bellagio. People are like, oh, it's Hexo. I'm like, you didn't know him?
Would you sign my tits?
And it was just some fat dude.
And that was me. Yeah. And it was me saying that.
I guess.
Yeah. I ran to Hexologist and gave him the biggest hug ever though when I saw him, bro.
Dude, yeah.
I was like,
it was great. We fanboyed each other.
Teddy bear.
Yeah. And the first thing Hexo said, I thought you were a short Mexican.
No, you're a very tall Mexican.
Yeah, I thought you were the T-Moneys of the world.
That was the first thing. That was the first thing Richard told me. Not that you're a short Mexican, but he's like, damn, bro, you're tall. I thought you were some short dude. Oh, like,
dude,
what?
He even said,
well, no, you're like a linebacker type, and it's like you don't really get that vibe watching you on camera because I think it's from like here up. You know
Yeah,
what
it's
I
from the
mean?
waist. Yeah.
But when
I'd
I
say
met you, I
tight
was like,
end.
good Lord, it's like grabbing a bunch
Yeah.
of bananas, shaking your hand, you know?
Call me the Louisiana banana, baby. Hell yeah.
Nice.
So DC, what do you think? So you know, we've gotten a dip here. We went through 3.5. What's going on with Hex? What is happening right now?
Well, I mean, the reason we kind of got the dip right now was basically because Richard kind of like fucked up and said something like he did. It wasn't that bad, but he kind of said like it sort of sounded like he said like PulseChain's not coming till next year.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, but it didn't. But if you actually hear what it said, it was like, oh, my favorite coins for next year would be this, this, and this.
Right.
It didn't really say it, but enough people were like,
they read a lot
Yeah.
into it.
They read into it and stuff, and then I check all the popular like Telegram chats, and there's the clip every freaking
really?
chat.
Oh,
Like I was like, oh my god! It's like you guys just want the price to dump, right? But like, but I did notice something that like on the chart and everything, we got like a 2.8 cent kind of low on Hex, and then I wasn't watching the chart today, and just because I was talking about GameFi this morning, but basically last night we kind of hit like a 3.8 cent low as well again. So like we're kind of whoever's like kind of bidding this thing up and stuff and everything. It seems like he likes that 0.8 number on the price chart and stuff. So we've been bouncing off of that, but it's very likely. I mean, I talked to Richard and he told me like a fucking like 6 times sober, drunk, tired, sleepy, like, and that like, yo, bro, I think the low's in. Really? So I think he told me like he believes that 2.8 cents is the low or whatever.
Okay.
He thinks that's the low. Doesn't mean that it can't come down close again, but it's like
That's
he's
the
like
low.
that's
we're
the
right
low.
there.
That's the low.
We're right there.
Yeah.
Well, there you guys have it.
Use that information how you will.
There's no financial advice on this.
No financial advice at all. I don't know.
But multiple states of consciousness. Multiple states. He said this.
Yes.
Right. And the biggest tell for me is when he says I told my friends to be buying. It's like, oh, okay. If he's
deal.
I feel like that's kind of like the like I'm telling my friends, like, yeah, Rich, who's that?
I would probably buy here.
Friends, my best friends are buying at these points because I told them to. Like, oh, okay. So I mean, I don't know. I think that you're probably right. Like you said, we could come down close to that 2.8 cents. Maybe you don't think that we would go under it. You don't think that we'll go under 2.8?
I personally thought, I said this on stream, and oh my god, the amount of shit I got for saying this is like I thought we would go to 1.8 cents.
You did?
I said that we'd probably go to a penny. I said we would only go below a penny if, like, let's just say if we got to a penny, 1.8 cents, and Richard said, yeah, it's looking like it's not going to happen this year. We're looking like maybe mid next year.
Right.
Down maybe. Like, that would.
Well, when did you say this? Did you say it at like 12 cents? Because everybody would have killed you at 12 cents. They would have murdered you, bro. 1 penny.
This may have been like around 9 to 11 cents, somewhere in that range. Right. I said that around that time, and people were like, "What?" Like, and I had people clipping me and stuff, telling me like, "Miguel, you're so full of shit" and everything. And it's like, well, "Bro, we're at 3 cents right now. What the fuck you talking?" Like, it was at 9, sir. Like, we're down 66%. What are you talking about? Like, but yeah.
I mean, so you think that it'll go down? You don't think that you think the lows are in? Well, you don't think. We've been told. Other people may have.
I mean, look. This is what I've been personally telling my students on YouTube for the last month or so is basically you want to buy Hex under 5 cents. That's under 10 obviously, but 5 cents because the multiples, right? You buy it 5 cents, even if you're buying it 5 cents flat. That's literally a 10 to 11x on your principal. Yeah. So you buy it 4 cents, it just keeps going up. You buy it 3 cents. I mean, literally, it's insane. Look, let's just say you buy it 3.5 cents, right? 56 divided by 3.5, 16 times.
Jeez, yeah.
On your capital. And that's not a new all-time high. That's just getting back to old all-time.
Yep. That's just getting back.
That was the first rally. Really.
Yeah.
Big one.
And this is what I've been telling you. I call this asymmetrical risk, right? Where look, worst case scenario at this point is basically you put $100 in, it'll turn into $50, but over time that'll turn into $1,600. Yeah,
that's true. What do you think about the macro events? Like, do you think that that's obviously it is playing effect on Hex, but is it playing like Is it going to get better? The interest rate's going to go up. What do you think is all?
We probably got one more hike. We probably got one more hike at most, and then they can't increase it anymore. We got so what is it? November 5th, I think we have the midterms. So that means like all those assholes in the Senate and the House of Representatives are trying to get their jobs, and the Republicans are basically going to sweep it unless the Democrats can essentially do some evil shit through coercion or something like that. Trying to change that. That's why the White House literally said, "Hey, I know normally if we get 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth, that means we're in a recession, but that doesn't technically mean we're in a a
That's not the definition.
That's not the definition.
Yeah.
Not by
You look at the
dictionary.com.
Right.
Right.
So you think that it's going to play out against cryptocurrency markets in general, or do you think that
the macro's not good? The macro's not good right now, and like things are heating up with Taiwan and stuff like that. Like so I have students and stuff that actually are in China, and shit is bad right now.
Yeah,
real bad. Like they I said this on Fresh and Fit's the Fresh and Fit one, but so the number 60 billion on record, like what they publicly admit. It's probably higher. They seized over $60 billion in these rural farming banks. Dang. So mention they take So China produces about 20 to 40% of the food they need a year domestically. Right. They import 60 to 80% of their food.
Jeez.
So what they just did is they just kicked the nuts. They just kicked the fuck out of their farmers. They just took the money away from them. Now they can't pay for labor. Now they can't buy fertilizer. Now they can't buy seed. Now they can't buy gasoline. What do you think that's going to do with crop yields? Yeah. They can't grow their own food. So what all I'm hearing is starvation right now in the next year or two. Like what are we and it's just like, and then like it's just like it's crazy. And then on top of that, right, like oil and gas prices are higher because all the stuff going on in the Ukraine and Russia as well. So like. And then watch this shit. So then the world's greatest trader, Nancy Pelosi, flies down and touches Taiwan and stuff, right? She's the world's greatest trader. That's like on record, actually. She's the best trader in the world.
She is. I follow that Twitter bot on freaking Twitter where it's like she bought it today. It's going.
Pelosi trades.
Yeah, the Pelosi.
That's hilarious.
There's an actual bot that shows what she bought.
I have to check that out.
It's like it goes up after that, or if she shorted it, it goes down. So
it's called Nancy Wins.
Nancy only wins. Only wins. But basically, what happened was Nancy Pelosi touches down on Taiwan. Basically, the reason that the United States got really emboldened was basically because we're kicking Russia's ass. So we're sacrificing Ukraine lives, giving them weapons to then destroy basically most of the military weaponry and tanks of the Russian forces, right? But what's going on right now is, and it pretty much showed like the Russian army was pretty shitty, pretty much. Doesn't mean they can't kill people. Doesn't mean all this other stuff. But in terms of like their offensive, they're supposed to blitzkrieg through the Ukraine, and then like it's now turned into some, it's like house by house now.
It's been basically kind of a joke. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's going on now is that now the United States is now touched down with Pelosi. They're like meeting there. They're not calling them a nation yet. But then 2 days ago, Bloomberg released this that said that the United States is going to start doing trade talks with Taiwan to strengthen alliances with Taiwan openly and publicly now. So we're doing trade talks with Taiwan. And then literally within a couple hours, China announces that they're going to be doing war demonstrations or basically maneuvers and stuff over there by Russia. So basically what's going on is that, China's now saying like we might start sending troops and supplies over to Russia now.
That sounds shitty.
Stuff's heating up, man.
Yeah.
So what do you think for the macro events? Because war is actually pretty good, right? Like that's pretty good for the economy usually.
Depending on
does cryptocurrency go up at that point? Does Hex, go up with it? I mean, and on top of that, do you think the PulseChain launch has something to do with the macro events that are happening that they don't want to launch?
I asked Richard. He always said, no, it's the devs. And we got to wait for the devs to do the other stuff, right? But do I believe Richard on this? Probably this is the one thing, probably no.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But But if I had to, like, I've said this, like it's either launching in November or February.
Yep.
In terms of what
Dude,
I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, I was saying November to or 1st of December, because he wants, it's just like Hex, where it's like you go home, you talk to your family about at Thanksgiving about this new thing, PulseChain coming out, and you get all of them all hyped up for it, and December 1st, 2nd it launches, or right after January 1st, 2nd, somewhere in there, you launch it for the same exact reasons. So I'm hoping that those are the good numbers.
Yeah. Let me say one more thing about the whole Russia thing.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we're running, like, basically what's going on right now is we're running out of arms to send to the Ukraine and stuff like that. So as soon as the weapons stop kind of coming from the United States to Ukraine, they're probably going to steamroll through the Ukraine at that point.
Yeah,
because that's just, it just is what it is, and that's where shit gets a little scary, because they need to basically go into like halfway into Poland in order, because like geographically they need there's like certain countries. I mean, they basically have to conquer about like 5 countries to like basically have enough defenses where they can hold, they can, with their shrinking military, they can essentially hold these posts, and then they don't disintegrate anymore, because the reason they've had to fight and stuff is just because of demographics, because basically if they didn't start this war now, they wouldn't have the military capacity to even do any of the shit in the next 5 years. So they had to do all this stuff now. Yeah. It's pretty insane. And but people are just going, it's bullshit, this or that or whatever. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, for like, you guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, dudes, like, whatever. But it's just that's just kind of is, it's just kind of, and I hope, to tell you the truth, I wish none of this shit was happening at all. Like, at all.
Yeah,
like,
for real.
What the hell?
Let's see. Look at the ruble over euro, dollar. They're winning. The ruble is.
Really?
Who makes the ruble? India? India's?
No,
that's rupee.
That's Russia.
That's rupee.
Russia.
Yeah,
rubles. Yeah.
It's because all of Europe, like all of Europe pretty much runs on Russian gas and oil, basically. Especially Germany, and Germany ended up got rid of all its. Basically, they're like these like. Germany's supposed to be like a super green nation, but now their entire country runs on coal.
Right.
Yeah.
By the way, Daffy, thank you for the €5, bro. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, you're amazing. So on better news is
better news.
So do you think PulseChain launching do you think Hexel and PulseChain, will they decorrelate? Will we, what are your thoughts on decorrelation from the actual macro markets instead of
at some point? I mean, I think what usually happens is initially Hex dips with the market, and then what's going to happen is that the market will continue dipping and Hex won't dip anymore. It'll maintain. I don't think we're going to be pumping, but it's that whole thing where like, hey, look at that green square right there in a sea of red. Look at that.
Yeah.
So we might pump 5%, be green, and everyone else is like dead red, 15% down, 20% down, and then from there, because it doesn't take much money to start the pump on Hex, really. It's just we just need to we just need a little bit of guidance that I mean, as soon as Richard says, "Yo, the dev said it's done."
I know. So that's another question I had for you, and your thoughts. What do you think is going to be the release situation? Do you think that we're going to get a day, 2 days, a month? Do you think it's going to be a forewarning, a long forewarning? Because I would like it to be like a month, to where Hex can pump for a month before we get to kind of sell the news event. When you get double your coins,
right? It would be nice if we had a week, because the thing is, he can't give us like this, hey, he can tell us like the devs are done and stuff like that. We're just waiting to implement stuff, and then people are like, whoa, but he's going to give us like probably a 1 week to I believe it's 3 days, really, a 3-day head start.
Okay. So you think they'll be done, and then he's like, hey, 3 days, we're going to be going live?
No, he'll say, he's like, yeah, the devs are saying it's done. We're now just finishing up last sort of thing. Like, I'm obviously, I'm not talking for him. I'm just what I believe.
No.
Yeah. But
that's all your thoughts.
Yeah, but I think he will give a little bit. He'll probably give, and the minimum will be a 1-day warning, but I think it'll be like a 3-day warning. Hey, in 3 days, we're going to do a snapshot. That's it. Because if you give any more time than that, then you can game it.
Right.
Too much. You can game it way, 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 way too much. So, yeah.
I agree.
And then Yeah, and then that's pretty much. I mean, that's pretty much it. And then from there, then it's going to be like the no bridge phase for a little bit while everything's worth nothing, and then
Mm-hmm.
the bridge opens up, and then we get price discovery at that point. I
Right.
mean, and then we'll
That's-
have like hex and p hex be worth the same. That's the only thing I can tell you for sure. Like, because I see everybody like doing this mental masturbation of like, oh, Pulse is this price. Oh no, Pulse X will be that price. Like, I don't even want to hear it anymore. Like, and then people's like,
Right.
look at the testnet. Look at the testnet. The testnet's fake.
Right.
Guys.
Yeah.
It's literally all fake money.
Yeah.
Literally.
And like, and I see people posting, look, this is how much money is pulled in all these projects. This is and like, there's like a couple projects that have like money pulled up. Well, they're probably telling their guys to go on the testnet to put fake money in there. So it looks like this project's going to come out. It's going to be heater, bro. It's going to be heater, bro.
Yeah. Have you seen how much they got on testnet? Yeah. Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
PVM Crypto wants to know what happens on the day Pulse launches the Hex price predictions. So you think P Hex and Hex are going to be the same price?
They will initially. Yes, they will.
Oh yeah, zero. Yeah, you're right. But won't they be like a 4-to-1? I thought that like P Hex, because you're going to get Pulse X and Pulse Chain, so you're going to be able to trade those at like.
Correct.
I'm guessing Pulse X and Pulse Chain are going to be like 4-to-1 or 3-to-1 kind of.
Right. Okay. So in terms of the one I can tell you 100% for sure. Okay, P Hex and Hex are going to start initially at the same price.
Oh, P Hex. I'm an idiot.
P Hex. Yeah.
I think you meant
P Hex and Hex, right?
No.
Are going to start at the same price.
Yes.
Because whoever is essentially the first validator, which is going to be or Richard or maybe the OA or whoever is going to be the first validator, they get to set the price initially.
Right.
So they're going to set it even. That's simple. Then from there, you're going to get one fall off, basically, right. Because people are going to sell off P Hex and Pulse X for PulseChain.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to happen initially. Then from there, we're going to get into something I call the ratio wars, where people are going to be bouncing coin to coin, trying to and eventually catch the dips. Yeah. But eventually, the ratio will probably be closer to what you're saying, Hexo. It's going to be like 4-to-1, something like Pulse X to PulseChain, something like that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, we roughly probably have like twice the supply, give or take. Like, even though the testnet numbers might be correct and stuff, I want to wait until we like. That's why like everyone asked me like, what do you think the X's and stuff like that can do and everything like that. I was like, not until I want to see real numbers. Once I see the market. Then it's going to be. Then from there we can do price predictions. But like, right. I don't really want to get into that sort of stuff. But with P Hex and stuff like that, I know it's going to be like at the very least you'll be able to get like a ratio of maybe one regular hex for about 6 to 8 P Hex.
Okay,
that's going to be more than likely like the average, and there might be a low of like a 10-to-1.
Okay,
and it's because it all has to do with like you actually physically like. Hurt like it's all about pain, right? So right. You actually sacrifice something of value to get PulseChain,
right?
And PulseX. P Hex is going to be valuable, but it just came for free,
right? Yeah.
So it's less painful. So it's just going to be traded more in the beginning. It's just that's what happens basically. Yeah.
Well, this is D-Base kind of says it. Half of Telegram thinks Pulse. 100x after launch, somehow the large investors won't take those massive gains. Yeah, I think it's funny that people think that we're just going to be like, it PulseChain's out, it's onto the moon. It's like, guys, people have been sitting on these bags for a year, which most of these guys are traders that get in and get out as quickly. They're the trader types. As soon as PulseChain releases, guys, but on the other end, there's plenty of people that have been sitting there waiting.
They actually believe in it. Yeah.
So it's like there's two different sides to this. Bob the guy, thank you for the 5555. Hope this helps make up for all the dirty AA referrals. I'm in DCC's course this time to upgrade my skill set and learn the dark arts before Pulse. Hey, Bob the guy,
nice,
thank you so much.
There we go,
thank
sir.
You so much for the 5555.
But
it's not a bad idea.
So
upgrade them.
So obviously we've got, like in those origin address wallets and stuff in terms of the sacrifice wallets, we've got $600+ million of stable coins.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that they're going to allocate all that capital into the pools, because obviously Richard's law, right? Like we obviously don't want what happens if you had a monstrous amount of liquidity? We don't pump.
Yeah. Yep.
Why would But never doubt the retardation of the people, right? So you could have a ton of people end up having a ton of people adding a ton of liquidity because they're yield farming.
Yeah.
And they could be their own cause of their own downfall.
Right.
Oh
Yeah.
man, interesting.
Yeah. It's dude, I'm telling you guys, everybody that's out there, dude, the first week of PulseChain,
I can't.
It's gonna be wild, bro.
Freaking wild.
Yeah,
It's gonna be the wildest thing you've ever.
You're gonna be crying, laughing, crying again.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I wanted to ask you, Dollar, because you probably know about more of the Ethereum 2.0 stuff that's going on. Do you think that they're going? So what we've read a couple of times is that they might release a proof of work coin. You know, the miners aren't just going to go away. They're not going to just go away. So we're going to get copies of everything on that as well. So you're going to get all of your hex and everything on that as well, right? Is that like it's just gonna be another PulseChain launch, but it's
that one's gonna straight fucking fail, you guys. It's Bitcoin Cash, man. It's Bitcoin Cash again. So let me tell you, like,
sell it.
Get that airdrop as soon as you get it. Wait. But here's the thing: get that airdrop. Wait like an hour or two, maybe 8 hours, then sell it. Because remember, like I remember when Bitcoin Cash came out, you got it. And then it started slowly going up, and then it started launching. Dump it right there, right? I mean, it's safe. If you want to be safe, just get it and dump it. But like, dude, it's just going to be dumped down. Like that's going to fail really badly. Like it's
interesting.
Unless you have the ticker symbol, unless the proof of work ended up legally getting ETH, you know, then then it would be. That's what happened when Bitcoin when you had Ethereum and Ethereum Classic break off, is that Ethereum Classic didn't keep the ETH ticker symbol on all the exchanges because so what ended up happening is the clone or the new coin ended up having the old ticker symbol, so they became a real Ethereum. Yep. Because like Classic's actually the real Ethereum.
Because didn't they try to make Bitcoin like Bitcoin ABC and then Bitcoin Cash, and it was like, and then they were like, no, we're not going to do the ABC thing. Like it was it was like this is the original. Yeah, dude. It was crazy. It was crazy.
That's interesting.
That was a crazy thing, and we're not even having coins like being dropped. Like PulseChain launch. I don't know if people
it's going to be so much fun.
How wild it's going to be. Like there's going to be.
If you're on the Richard Hart side,
crazy. Yeah. I'm just going to be sitting on my hands. I'm going to be sitting on my hands.
To be like
watching it. Yep.
I've been on these like so I know this won't compare to it, but I've been a part of like some like land sales and stuff where like they're like 3 or 4 days long. Where me and a bunch of guys have just like been awake for 3 days straight, basically. Yeah. And what happens around day 2 or 3? You do something stupid. Yep. You mess up. I did something so dumb. Like I worked really hard for this piece of land, for these couple pieces of land, and then I sold them because I wasn't paying attention. And it's like, hey Miguel, where's that land?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So it's just like make sure you guys
get your sleep,
get some sleep,
work out. Do what you're doing, get a good schedule. Just keep on that. Hey, thank you, Hexcog, for the $5. Win fit $350,000. Yeah, I know.
I'm still skeptical it's on the 15th, though. I mean, like Vitalik's, they're saying that it's on the 15th, September 15th, but I am so skeptical. Like, I don't think it's going to happen until after November. I think they want to see what.
It seems so contentious. It seems so contentious, dude. It seems so contentious that I don't know if it'll be what they I mean, it'll probably happen, but it's kind of like when it's like, Bitcoin could go to staking. It's proof of stake. It's like, yeah, right. Those guys are like the Bitcoin or just the Bitcoin guys have lost it. They've lost their way. I feel like I don't even know who gets into Bitcoin at this point. Like why? They must have never used it because it's like you use anything else except for Bitcoin. It's amazing compared to Bitcoin because I don't know.
What you're gonna watch?
Yeah.
Who are you going to listen to in that industry?
Right. Yeah. Tone Base.
Or Sailor or somebody. Like, good Lord.
Well, I'm glad. Yeah. What was that?
No, never mind. Forget you.
Oh, no. Did you guys
come to Vegas? What day you guys come to Vegas?
The 5th?
The Monday? Yeah,
right.
For the 5th.
Let me know. I'll pick you guys up.
All right,
nice, man. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, we got the Pulse Masters, the golf thing going on. I don't know if you're going to that.
No, I think they invited me to be on it, but I was like, bro, I don't golf, dude.
Yeah, I don't golf either. We're just going to like hang out. And then we're gonna go to Freddie's party that night.
Yep.
And there's a couple of other things that are going on. But yeah, after I think there's
I guess it's TBA. To be determined.
We're gonna have to see what is all actually going on.
I'll have to talk to Freddie because I was one of the sponsors of that party too.
Oh, really?
Yo, bro, I've been on a media run, man. I'm sponsoring everything right now.
No, Freddie's party is still going on.
We're
still everything else is going on. Everything else is still going on, just not the PulseCon, which like I've said, I'm okay with that because I don't want to go listen to you guys talk in front of you anyway. Like, hey, I'm on a stage, guys. Listen to me when you could just listen to me while I'm on.
Yeah,
I remember when Sexologist lied to me. I'm gonna like I'm gonna call my thing the dirty laundry.
Let's lay it out on the table. Let's lay all that on the table.
Oh, great. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be. I don't know. So do you think
it's
that
gonna be fun either way?
Do you think Bitcoin? We like. I'm not a big Bitcoin fan, but you see it ever going to all-time highs again? You think? Yeah,
you do. Of course. Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Not this year. But like,
when does it turn around? When do we turn around? DollarCostCrypto. Tell us. Give us the wise words of DollarCostCrypto. When do we turn around this crypto?
Quarter 3, quarter 4 next year. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a couple more rate hikes.
That's not bad.
It's gonna take a while. Yeah, but we're gonna get either the low comes in at the back half of this year or at the beginning of next year, and then after that's like our 2019. We're like what I'm actually was worried about is that we're gonna get so remember when after the COVID dip or something, then we ended up pumping up to 14K for some reason, and then we just dumped because of the one token Ponzi.
Oh right,
we pumped to 14K and then we dumped back down. Like so, I've got a lot of on-chain analytics guys. Shout out to my boy Plan C and stuff. We have him watching right now whether like how steep it gets in terms of the analytics, because basically what we figured out is like every past bear market coming out of the bear market, the slope has been like this for the past 3 cycles. The 2019 was the only one where it came out the slump like this.
Right.
So if we see the angle going like this, and pretty much we know it's like, oh, this is gonna be a short pump basically. So like be careful. And and if we do find that out, we'll tell all you guys. Like literally, I'll be like, yo, you guys, this is looking a little suspect right now. It's kind of scary. Literally, I'll try to find it. I'll send you the chart once I can get it to you. But it's so apparent when you see it. You're like, whoa! Like there's like 2011. There's the 14, 15. There's 17 and 19's like this.
Yeah. You need some consolidation. You need some consolidation. Right. You need the guys to be selling at the bottoms and to get out.
You need the slope to be like this. Once it slopes for a while like this, then it can do these crazy wicks up. That's fine. But when you just have it go vertical like this, no, it messes it up.
Because everybody else is waiting for that dip. They're like, oh, it's gonna dip, and then they're usually right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be wild. I'm just waiting for PulseChain. Do you think that PulseChain will bring Hex and everything out? Not everything, but just Richard Hart products out of the bear run. Do you think that?
So I've been saying this for quite a while already. I've been saying that we're probably going to be the only game in town.
Really,
the only game in town. So while everything's in the shitter, we're going to be the only thing shining in that bear market for a while. There'll be a little shitcoin plays down there and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
But like we'll be the only thing. What's going to happen is there's going to be a capitulation. We're just going to be. I mean, look at this media run that Richard just won. All he had to do is come to America
for real, dude.
With the connects and stuff. I got no connects out in Europe. Well, at least not now.
Me either.
Soon coming. But he came to America. We got a lot of stuff done. Every time he comes back over here, and as we get more popular and bigger, and we start YouTubing more and stuff like that, like the connections get crazier. Where like eventually in a year or two, we're gonna have Richard on the fucking craziest media run you've ever seen in history. Like he'll be on every channel in America. Like boom, boom. Like right, like. I'll tell you after. Well, I already said it on YouTube already. So I'm basically building a mega studio with Rollo Tomasi and stuff in Vegas.
Dang.
So yeah, I'm building out a big ass what's called streaming studio and stuff. We're gonna have it's gonna be like Fresh and Fit style sort of stuff like that, and then we're building a sound stage and everything for movies. And
movies.
Yeah, we have a movie studio.
What do you mean movies? Like you're gonna make movies, or
we're gonna make movies. Yeah.
Okay. What kind of movies? Not like
it's
not dirty movies, right? Not okay, not dirty movies.
No. I mean, well,
What kind of movies?
If
I know exactly where you're going.
Yeah, I mean, so well, that's awesome, dude. I'm glad that
That'd
you're
be
able
awesome.
to do
Yeah,
all
no,
this.
and it's gonna be a cool hub for people and stuff, and eventually we'll end up just like if someone's in Vegas and stuff and needs to use a studio because they're traveling, they'll have a professional studio to the point where it's like
Yeah.
wow, it's
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna have a lot of stuff. Obviously, we're still shopping around real estate right now to buy a building, but we're gonna buy a building and then just deck it out. It's gonna be crazy.
Dude, that sounds
Yeah.
pretty awesome. Well, I'll
Yeah,
have to come
oh, yeah.
on. What? So, are you guys gonna have a show together, you and Rolo?
Yeah, we're gonna do a show once a week or something like that, and then from there we're gonna have our separate streams and stuff. But basically, I'm upgrading this studio to like an actual like pretty high level sort of set and stuff.
Awesome.
And then
Nice, yeah.
Well, we just hit an
Yeah.
hour. Do you want? I would give us some hope. Give us some hope in the dollar cost. What is the hope in the give us a hex hope? You know, you're our Litecoin Moses. You know, split the Red Seas, split the red candles. Let our people go.
Let your people go.
Yeah.
Oh, that old beamer. Yeah. Let my hex go.
Let everyone. Let's get some. I want to hear some hopium. Yeah, some hopium from DollarCostCrypto. Love that.
Buy your hex now. Keep a piece of that liquid. I know you don't hear that from every Hexican in the world. They tell you to stake it 555. But
Even for your 90-year-old grandma. Even for your 90-year-old grandma.
Keep a certain amount of your hex liquid and stake that hex while it's still fairy dust. Because right now, this is like you get acclimated. Like we all got used to 33 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents for a while. We're like, wow. Now this is starting to get to the point now where it's 4 cents right now. If it's 3 cents or 2 cents, that's as fairy dust as hex is going to get for a very long time. This is the easiest time it's ever going to be to stake because man, it hurts when you have 400,000 hex come out of a stake and then the price is 40 fucking cents. Try to stake that out 10 years. I bet you a lot of people didn't do it. I promise you that. I promise you that.
True.
Oh, we can see that in the chart.
Like,
we can see
people's hands were like.
I know. Drinking shots.
And maybe they didn't sell, but it's a sort of thing where like you need to stake it now where it's worth like money, just because psychologically you got to take the medicine and just all right, let me stake it out now. And I always tell people like if you're going to keep a decent amount of liquid hex for yourself for the next 2 years, then skip year 1 and 2, go straight to 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and stake somewhere in the middle of the year and stuff like that. And then that's a good kind of rule of thumb for you guys. And if for some of you guys have ladders and stuff like that, just go to Hex Rocks or something like that. Look at where you have holes in your ladder and fix it up, man. Like, it's just that sort of thing. And when you have a stake come out, depending on how you want to do it, you can take even 80% of the principal, keep the interest 20% of the principal. If you put that 80% of the principal out 10 years on a stake coming out today, you will be up in T-shares. So your T-shares are just always growing.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen once we get around year 5. So right now we're about to enter we're 2.5 right now. We're about to year 3 of Hex is going to be in December. Right. So once we start hitting, or once 2 more years from now, those stakes, you actually have to start staking principal plus interest in order to get back the T-shares when you stake it out 10 years.
Interesting. Wow.
So right now we're in this buku bucks era where guys can just be more reckless with their hex and then just stake and then just like put the minimum out and they get their T-shares. Eventually, once you get to around year 7, you have to damn near put almost all of it out to get your T-shares back. So
I mean, you're seeing a lot of people staking it for a long time, but I feel like there's less people staking in general because it's like the new. I always say it's like the new age Hexican, where it's like they're not hex. It's not like oh, I'm gonna stake it for a year. It's like, dude, what are you doing? A year? Let's go. Like look at some of my old stakes that I did. It's like I had a year stake or 2 year stakes. I think were my lowest, but 2, 3, 4, 5. It's I had a ladder and it was great, but it's just let's not do a year, guys. Can DCC please give us his take on HSI auctions? All right, there you go. JRC, thank you for the $10.
I mean, They're not going to be that profitable and stuff to bid on them, I think, personally. On the initial ones, I think ICOSA and all that stuff is great because it's kickstarting the ecosystem, and I like Alex and stuff and Crypto Sloth and stuff. But there's just too much. There's just a lot of supply of Hedron right now. So people will have a lot of Hedron to bid on them. So there's not like a person's not going to really default on their loan, basically, of their hex stake and stuff, because you can always go to the market. But over a couple of auctions, the Hedron starts lowering down, the price will start going up, and then it starts costing people a pretty penny to pay back those loans, and then you get defaults, and that causes more and more people bidding on stuff. So it's a pretty cool reflexive system. I do like Hedron, but it's just going to take time for it to really start working, just because there's such a glut of supply, basically. But I do like Hedron. And Gem Rat, we will do a stream, dude. I'm finally done with the courses. This guy always hits me up around my courses. And like, bro, it's like the worst time. I'll never do a stream, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's a busy dude. You're a busy man.
Yeah.
So, thanks for coming on, bro. We've been bros since the very beginning. Can you tell everybody where to find you? What, your class, everybody, so they can see where your class is and everything?
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, you can follow me at DollarCostCrypto on YouTube, Twitter, and now Instagram and stuff like that. And in terms of like products and stuff, just crypto, you can go to cultivatecrypto.com, and that's pretty much where we have all the products. But the courses are completely closed out. We're about to finish the last days today, this afternoon. We're doing the last class of the course, and the next one won't open until maybe November, December. So yeah. So we won't. Yeah, we only do it 4 times a year, maybe 3 times a year.
Okay,
just depends on the year. Yeah. So. Can't wait, man.
Yeah, DollarCostCrypto is one of the OGs. So
yeah, man, I had a blast. It was really good meeting you and getting to talk to you, man.
For sure, man. I'll tell you all the secret RH stories in private.
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
All right, guys. Well, you guys, subscribe, like the comment, and comment down below. It'd be great. And we'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. See you guys.
Peace.